Hello, and welcome to another Auntie Chats and Tarot. Today we are talking to our Aquariuses out there, and I just want to do a quick disclaimer to remember to be discerning with the information that you're hearing. What applies to you, those little golden nuggets are sometimes wonderful, and what doesn't, just let go. I thank you for those of you who have supported the channel. I really appreciate that. Let's talk to our Aquariuses. Spirit, what do we have in the way of a message for our Aquariuses today? Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Messages for Aquarius. Messages for Aquarius. Cards are staying on the table thus far. That's always a bonus. Recently, reads have been flying cards onto the floor. Aquarius, messages for Aquarius. You've got the Magician out here and the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Messages for Aquarius. Spirit, messages for Aquarius. Justice, along with the King of Cups. Have a couple people out here, maybe? Someone's manifesting with the Magician. Someone's receiving justice. We have a, now of course, tarot doesn't have gender, but we have a masculine in the King of Cups here. Whoever that resonates with. This is somebody who is emotionally balanced, sweet, caring, loving. We've got a Queen of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who can be promiscuous. They are manipulative, emotionally manipulative. You don't typically see this combination, the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands together. Unless the King of Cups is just really sweet, maybe hasn't caught on to what he's dealing with, he or she, again. This King of Cups, whatever they're dealing with, maybe they're just not cluing into this Queen of Wands yet. Maybe she's just been very good at her deception there. King of Swords. Now we've got somebody here that I think has kind of a nasty personality. This King of Swords is in the reverse, and they're very I'm getting that they're just short with people. They can be a know-it-all, and I am sensing that this person is short with people and kind of likes to tell them what's what. Maybe you're the King of Cups here and you're tolerating it, this bad behavior from others, and but you are trying to work your way out of this. The Judgment comes. That's talking about everything's coming out. Everything's coming out, and that's followed by the Eight of Cups, walking away. I think you're walking away from some nasty people in your life, some unpleasant people in your life, and you've got the Three of Swords here, something that's brought you heartache, and certainly life is too short to be around these types, so that's probably been a heartache for you. I just heard it's family, but doesn't have to be. That's for somebody. You're really focused in on making a change here, manifesting something different for yourself. Somebody curt, somebody emotionally manipulative. You're asking, what is your justice? I did hear this as siblings. Again, that's not going to be for everybody, but everything has come out here in this situation. Like, everybody is aware that everybody knows. Now, originally I thought maybe the King of Cups didn't know what he or she was dealing with, but I'm seeing that this King of Cups does know what they're dealing with. Everything's out in the open, and this King of Cups is walking away. This has been a heartbreaking situation. More messages for our  Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, it's in the reverse. This talks about, of course, the wheel is good fortune. The wheel turns, and there's motion there, and there's good juju. But in the reverse, it talks about kind of a stagnant energy. So I think even though you're balanced and sweet, and I am reading you as the King of Cups here, what you've had to deal with has just kind of been a stagnant situation. All of your dreams and desires and wishes for yourself have been somehow influenced by these two. And your justice is to walk away. Yeah, I'm not surprised to see this. The Five of Wands, that's chaos, challenges. It's been a very challenging situation. Difficult people are challenging situations, and you've handled it with grace and style, and been very kind, I feel. The Lovers is out here too. This is about a choice. You've made a choice to move away, cut contact, stop contact here, no contact here. Five of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, you're wanting peace. Five of Swords in the upright talks about people who want to take over, who have to win at all cost. That certainly would be this King of Swords, as we talked about, where I felt like he was just telling people what's what, and that's it. It's just my way, and that's it. You're walking away from this whole energy. I think it's from a couple of people. It's created chaos. There's a choice to move away. You have moved away, or you're deciding to move away. I'm getting more of the latter. You're deciding to move away. You're moving away from this energy that has to win, tell you what to do. More messages here for our Aquariuses. Sounded like one flip, but nothing came out. Okay, we've got one on the floor, which I will go get in a minute. Strength comes out. This is required strength. You're a little bit afraid with the Two of Wands in the reverse. And that's okay, because change is sometimes that way. It's sometimes a little nerve-wracking, but I think deep down this is the right choice for you, and you're going to go forward with it. Let's get the card on the floor. And that that is the Eight of Swords in the reverse. And I think this is interesting that I'm having kind of an issue with the throat chakra. Maybe you feel like, let me just move this camera a little bit. Maybe you feel like you're having a hard time speaking on this, or there's some sort of fear of change. I'm seeing you're going to have the strength. You have the strength, and you're going to be fine. I'm seeing that it's going to be a more healthy environment for you. You do have the Eight of Swords in the reverse here, and this talks about you're no longer going to be held back. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Pentacles, and that talks about, and I think is perfectly aligned with this message, that talks about, I'm not going to always be the giver. I'm expecting an even exchange here of give and take. So I think you've been the high road person. You've dealt with some low road people, and you're no longer going to do that. It's a little bit frightening to make this change. It's a pretty big change, but you're going to do it. And what you're going to find is you have the strength to manifest a whole new life for yourself that is going to be more reciprocal. I'll get out another deck here too. What do we have for our Aquariuses? Something positive for the future. Let's see about that future. After you've made this change. What's going on after this change is made? This manifestation occurs. I feel like this is something that's in the works now. What happens? Oh, King of Wands. Yay! King of Wands. You're a natural born leader. You're charismatic. The Lovers come out again. Maybe you're going to find your mate. You stop focusing on these other two, so you can focus on yourself and what you want to bring towards you, which is healthier people, healthier choices, and maybe that special one. King of Wands. You're a leader, you're dynamic, you're drawing the attention of many admiring you. The Chariot's out here. This is something that happens quickly. This can also be related to travel or a car. But I see it more as this is an impactful change that you make, and the energy follows with being impactful and bold. Four of Wands. There's reason to celebrate here. This is delicious. Okay, now we have the Emperor. So you find your way, and you find it in a bold manner, in a strong manner, in an emperor-like way. You come into your own. The Emperor embodies all four king characteristics. So financially, you're okay. Emotionally, you're stable. You're communicative and a leader and a provider, and there are people in your life who love and care for you. There is much to celebrate here. Yeah, I think it seems like a simple message, and yet it has many layers, and it's a very deep emotional message too. I think what you're coming from is just something that's been very painful, and we certainly don't want to make light of that. But I think you have come to terms with it and seen it for what it is, and seen it for also how it's affecting your day-to-day in your life, and you want more. Let's go one more time with this deck. Any more messages for our Aquarius? And ultimately, because you're courageous and you're bold, and you make such a bold statement about making changes, and you make such courageous changes, you're going to see that your life just opens up with positivity and people in it, and in experiences, and much to celebrate, and reciprocity. People giving back to you. I said one more time, but I feel like these cards need to say more. Pretty straightforward though, in a way. And in a way, I just feel like there's a lot of pain here and a lot of layers. So I certainly am not making light of it. But I think almost, warrior spirit, you're moving on. So that's kind of how it's like, here it is. This is what's gone on. This is what's taking place. This is what will take place. And that's the message. The Death in the reverse. Transformation, the stagnant energy. Maybe you're, I think the message, I was going to say maybe you're somewhat sentimental about the past, but I'm actually not getting that. I'm hearing that Spirit wants you to remember the stagnant energy. So don't go back. I mean, certainly you can have relationships with these people, I think. It's your call. It depends on what boundaries you want to set with them. Because I think boundaries certainly are needed here. But, and if you want to have like a casual relationship with them, of course, that's up to you. But Spirit is saying, with this Death in reverse, I believe the message is, just don't forget about that stagnancy. Be appreciative of all the work you do to move away from that. And don't easily go back to it or be talked into it. Just always have that in mind, how far you've come, and keep moving forward. And you also have the Justice here in the reverse, and I believe that Spirit is also nodding to the point of it was an injustice. So if you go back to having some sort of relationship with these people, whatever it may be, have your boundaries set, and remember these points, that the environment was stagnant for you personally, and it was an injustice. And again, to be appreciative and focused in on how far you've come and keep moving forward. If these people want to join you, that's up to you, but keep moving forward. Don't go back. Clear message there, I feel. Okay. Any final messages for our Aquariuses out there? Oh, okay. The High Priestess in the reverse. I feel like that is saying, and if you bring these people back into your world with boundaries set and the memories of, I'm well aware of what this used to be. I'm not under any other impression that it's going to be any different and that it was an injustice, but I can still have some sort of contact here with my boundaries set. And the High Priestess in the reverse is a card that's just come out. And I believe that is telling you, but stay secretive, stay quiet about what you're doing. Because these others, I feel, and I'm hearing just very strongly, are take advantage types. So, I really feel like you don't want to cut them off totally, but Spirit's just reminding you, keep it in mind always of the stagnancy that you got rid of or are getting rid of, the injustices that were there, the lack of reciprocity I'm feeling very strongly, and be quiet about what you're doing, especially if someone's really inquisitive about what you're doing, and it just goes beyond this natural curiosity, then they're digging, and if they're digging, it's for a reason. Now, whatever that reason is, you will know, or you'll sense. And as the High Priestess, you have these, as we all do, these instinctual senses. You'll instinctively feel like something is up. So I think Spirit is saying here, just be quiet about what you're doing. Only let those that you really can trust know. And just stay quiet about it. 8 of Cups. Stay quiet about what you're doing now because you've walked away from something that's pretty dark. And, maybe you don't need it in your life at all. But if you're going to entertain it, because I see you're the King of Cups and you're, I feel like your feels are there with some of these people, especially if they're relatives, that have your boundaries up. Keep quiet about your particulars. And note that better is on the way. So that is my message for you, Aquarius. As I try and close out with all of my anti-chats and tarot, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. It's so very important. Let's always have that in mind each and every day. Thank you to those who have supported this channel. If you've liked this message and you like my channel, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for your time today.